my recital. I think it's very vital to rock
around.
That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's uptight.
Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. Tricky. Tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kinda curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early.
These girls are really, all they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy.
It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
How is it, babe?
It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. Rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. 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 In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time.
And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside.
It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
How is it, G?
Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky. Huh.
When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme.
I'm not bragging, people nagging cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far.
A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then she dissed her and dismissed her, now she's jocking Jay.
I ain't lying, girls be crying cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father cause he's down with me. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky.
How is that?
Tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky.
We don't use
Assume
on your own.
they offer,
And lots and lots,
but we just leave it alone.
it's like that, y'all.
Y'all,
But we don't quit.
you keep on
Rock,
shot, cause this is it.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey, all
out.
the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey, all
out.
the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out,
But
bring 'em
hey,
out.
mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to can check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the front yard yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Front the back gate yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Oh! Bring them out, 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 bring them out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats, the monster. Bring them out, 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 bring them out. Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play it. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show to tell you I'm local.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them's going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he stopped on the run back of the 20.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now a give running right. Spins out of one side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Jack Von Leslie on for the PAT. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Jack Von Leslie on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here's Miles Price. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Darts starting with a pass here. His first throw is an interception. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Bears pull that in front further. 13-zip. Von Leslie now to add the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On play action with Darts. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Blitz coming, here's Darts. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good for a New York first down.
6 yards. First down, Giants.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Him over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Williams set to pass. That's to Odunze again. He gets loose down the right side. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. There's yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turn it into an explosive play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running behind center with Swift. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
They'll run. Jacobs. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's another 4. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Vegas!
3rd and long for him here. And they take this in for the score. The Bears grow their early lead to 13. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. But Leslie tacks on the extra point. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pick of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds Scadaboo on the jump ball. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running right, this is Krosky Merritt. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Running once again with Krosky Merritt. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. They'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Hey, you know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, here's Dart. Up by Theo Johnson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants.
Set. Cougar 19.
They send a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That is Connor Gordon. And the Bears will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. Reaches the 40, into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Von Leslie now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21.
Bears 28, Giants 7.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down now. Here's Starks. Has it downfield, working the left. Gets it to the 15. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
When you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
What is up?
To throw, Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
What is...
Williams on the play action. Vacates quickly left side. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. We've totally flipped the field in the tone of this drive.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back-to-back carries here. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
What is it on?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now. And wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Caught, nice game left side. At the 20. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 1-score game in the first half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Dose of the hurry up here. Williams off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
On the play. That's good for a Bears first down.
Now to the running back. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Looking quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 7.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 3.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That heater is going to fall to the turf. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
It's 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Kicker's got to be a little bit like quarterbacks, Kate, every once in a while. When a QB throws a pick, you got to flush it. When a kicker gets one blocked earlier in the game, you got to do the same thing. You got to flush it, trust your fundamentals, and deliver as he just did.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
On play action with Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Krosky-Merritt. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. In dire straits, it's 3rd and 9.
79. Go, man. Go. Hey, check that. Street.
They kick the running back in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running back gets it on the draw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Another carry for him. And he'll find him for a few. It's 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd down. Here's Williams. He throws a bullet deep to the big game downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Williams on 1st down. He's trying to go deep again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Gotta wonder if that blocked field goal has them a little gun-shy here. They're going for it instead. Here's Williams again. That's Cox. This is lovely. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Working quickly here.
That's good for the Bears.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Escapes the pocket, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. But Leslie's extra point is up and good. And the Bears push their lead to 18.
Giants 20.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
70 rings, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, 18 60 back.
And they send a man in motion. On 1st down, here's Dart. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Bears might be able to get some points late after the interception.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here's Price. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15 yards on the play. And the Giants first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Bosky Merritt straight ahead. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll motion Slayton left. Dart now against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throw here, 3rd down. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them right side of it.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He beams one deep right side. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it. Thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. But Leslie tacks on the extra point. And the Bears grow their lead yet again.
Giants 20.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here's Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. Their own 28-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Tukoski Merritt running left. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice choke plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Nike 18.
Dart going to throw again. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So first down from 41.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And he goes down, the Bears got him. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Dart's looking at this third and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. This one, take it in.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard
line. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10.
What is up?
Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Williams thrown again here on second down. Connects on the crosser. Gets some space around midfield. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Von Leslie now to have the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 20.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
New York to the line, first and 10. Giving this to Tukoski Merritt. And he gets It's leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
It's coming. Here's Dart. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go, set.
Motioning left is their running back. Third down now. Here's Dart. For a left side, caught by Neighbors. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
He finds Odunze downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears keeping the pedal forward and adding 6 more. It's a Odunze touchdown. Leslie's extra point is up and good. And the Bears tack on 7 more to their lead.
62. Giants 20.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here's Price. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. And play action with Dart. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So 20 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Into the hands of his running back, Koski Merritt. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He isn't holding up. They're ready to drop it. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down. Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up fourth and long.
Fred, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll go. Here's Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
What is that?
Jacobs running behind center. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Bears with possession, man, a big enough lead. They can probably coast the rest of the way. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What is that?
Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Leslie tacks out the extra point. And the Bears continue adding on to that lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Darts in the throw. Fits it through the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going on 1st down, it starts. For the left side, finds Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, here's Starks. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Check. Half the 60.
Working inside the red zone. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Stick into the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bron. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come 19, come 19.
Third and long for him here. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take 7 points off the deficit.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. What? Right up the gut. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
What is it?
On play action, here's Williams. Rolling out to his left. Look at the sideline, that's Odunze. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 26 yards there. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Williams off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
14-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is third and 9. One hit behind center with Swift. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Leslie able to knock it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that around the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And all they can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And they pick him off again! And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 10.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A 2-yard loss.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears nearing their first win of the season. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Sends this to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
No throw, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bears are going to have it after a 2nd interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. To the air yet again. Williams. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. All set to go now from the 35. Yellow motion Slayton left. From the gun, here's Dart. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Given 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
65, Jack. 65, Jack.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, no, they get him yet again. There he goes on the right side. The 40. Hits the 20. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
If you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. The news probably going...
Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! But he won't be able to turn the block into 2 points. They drag him down and put an end to that return.
Doesn't that just sum it up in some way? Even when you do something positive, not on this day, not for this team, something still goes wrong. At this point, guys might just want to throw up their hands and say, what does a block really matter? But you know, and I know, coaches hate that attitude. It's the antithesis of that to give up a block in that situation.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Now it gives across Merritt, running left. Tricks away from one. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. So the Bears come away with the win. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone.
Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby.
Whoa. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough.